practice some singing. Where am I going to go here? I'm going to do some beginning singing. So I could do some warm-ups. I know it's late, it's midnight where I am on the East Coast in the US, but I'm going to practice anyway. And then practice a couple of songs. And if we have any viewers, if you want me to watch anything and let me know what my reaction to those things are.
1, 2, ready, go.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do.
1, 2, ready, go.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, la, ti, do.
1, 2, ready, go.
La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la.
1, 2, ready, go.
Do, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do.
1, 2, ready, go.
Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, do. Do, ti, do, la, do, so, do, fa, do, mi, do, re, do, do.
1, 2, ready, go.
Do, mi, so, mi, do, re, fa, la, fa, re, mi, so, ti, so, mi, fa, la, do, la, fa, so, ti, re, ti, so, do, do. That was bad. So, la, do, mi, do, la, ti, re, fa, re, ti, do, do, la, fa, la, do, ti, so, mi, so, ti, la, fa, re, so, ma. Do that again. La, fa, re, fa, la, so, mi, do, mi, so, fa, re, ti, re, fa, mi, do, la, do, mi, re, ti, so, ti, re, do. Next up, I'd like to do is this one, daily practice number 2, scales and intervals. Do, Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, do. Do, re, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So, fa, so, so, fa, mi, fa, so. So, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, so. So, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so. Re, do, re, mi, do, re. Oops, do that over again. Re, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so. Fa, so, fa, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, mi, fa, so, mi, fa, re, do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Do, re, do, do, re, mi, do, do, re, mi, fa, do, do, re, mi, fa, so, do, do, fa, so, mi, fa, so, re, mi, fa, so, do, re, mi, fa, so. Pause for a minute. Also, what's up? Thank you, Southern Justice, for visiting. Say 248. Let's check out that link you're sending me here. And what's up? Where are you joining from? Optimus Prime versus Megatron. Let's go to 248 where you say. I'll go right before.
Megatron, today you answer for your crimes against Cybertron and against humanity.
I love
One
Optimus.
shall stand, and one shall fall. You, Optimus Prime!
You like that battle? So who do you like? Megatron or Optimus Prime in this? Were you with the Autobots or the Decepticons? Who do you like there? Southern Justice?
Your defeat here was foreseen by the ancients. What was it they wrote? The weak shall perish? Do not believe everything you read.
That's a good battle right there. Where are they? What planet is that? I don't think I've seen Transformers Prime. So who do you like? Optimus Prime or Megatron? Ah, okay, I see. You like the Autobots better. Yeah, I get that. Unexpected planning and stuff. Unexpected planning, like what? What do you mean by unexpected planning? Like guerrilla warfare or that sort of thing?
This isn't how it's supposed to
Is this the end of Megatron? How can that be? Then Optimus Prime doesn't have a challenger. Oh, oh, okay. It couldn't be the end of Megatron. Ah, yeah, I get that. Yeah, if they have their own goals and Optimus doesn't know.
I could not have allowed this to end otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, you have to keep it interesting so they can't always know. Oh, I bet Optimus wasn't expecting that there. So what planet are they on right there? Or are they on Earth? Doesn't look like anywhere on Earth. That is a show back in 2010. Oh,
Well, it seems the
that's right. It's late over here, so I might after the stream I'm gonna
but rather
take
here.
a sleep.
Energon erupting from the earth.
Thanks for the invitation, though. So where are you joining in from? If you don't mind me asking. If you're Southern Justice, are you from the southern states or from somewhere else? Oh, okay, I see. Cool. Good to know. Thanks for the info. Houston. I actually used to live in Houston. You guys are on lockdown over there? Because I know I saw on the news that the bars were closing. I think like in Florida also, bars are closing because people are not listening. So what can you do? So do you stream also? Yep, we're at the highest case count. Oh, okay. Yeah, Florida's at the highest case count, so they're beating records every day it seems. So it's probably better that they go on lockdown. And I mean, if cases are rising in Harris County, then might be better in the long run to just close down for a bit, go back at least to cutting uh, the amount of people that can be at events together or at places together. So, so that way we can go back to normal sooner rather than later. At least that's what I think. Yeah, I bet. I mean, what what school are you in that next year? Like what level school? College or oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Would you rather go to school in person or would you rather do it online? So, any preference as to whether go online or or in school with security or safety measures, I think. Uh, Maybe online, no one wants to wear a mask all day. Texas Education wants to set it up that way, but no one hasn't made a final decision. Yeah, I mean it's tough because how can you really tell what's going to happen until August, September, how things are going to turn out? I mean, if people play safe and that sort of thing, then things can get back to normal better or quicker. But if people just don't want to, you know, do what they need to do to keep everybody safe, then this may be prolonged. So, what are you gonna do? That's the problem. Yeah, and I mean, when you think about doing the stuff online, I mean, I work online, so I really don't need to go to an office. So maybe it's the way of the future, at least in the short term. So I mean, there are of course jobs that you have to do in person because if you're a plumber or work on ACs, then you have to do that in person. Of course, you can do that online. But if you work in technology, which is stuff that I do, then you just do everything you need to do online. I don't know. So it gives good practice if you're getting into that area. Oh, computer engineer. That's good. I work in software development myself. So what type of computer engineer do you want to be? I've been doing it for a while. Actually, got part of my degree online, and that was way before being online was popular. So yeah, there's a lot of tech work. I mean, when you look at, let's say, if you're looking at, let's say, top paying, that's one way of judging top paying jobs for sure, but top paying tech jobs. And I don't know when you're graduating, but it shouldn't change that much. And this is from last year, so let's see if there's something that's more current. 19. Let me change the filter here. Anytime. Let's do it within the past month. Let's see if anything new has come out. 10 highest simple. Okay, this is from June 2020. Let's take a look at this. If you're looking at, let's say, I mean, many tech industry jobs are easily, you get paid top dollar. But for example, product manager, that's a good technology related job if you're looking not being specifically hands on technical. I'm going to the 10th year, ninth was, yeah, I bet it was. I mean, it can be because going from middle school to high school, I mean, it's a big transition. So hopefully, it'll be better for you this year because no, you got used to the environment. So I mean, I don't blame you, especially nowadays. And this year too. I mean, this year has been tough for any kid that's in school. So don't hope you don't take this as a year that will be a standard for years to come. Take this as this is kind of lower. Now it's you're going up, and so you gotta look at it from that perspective. And you got 3 more years before you get to university. So that's gonna be a lot of things could change between now and then. But in general, right now, and I think regardless, there's going to be a demand for these types of positions still. Product manager is big because that manages the overall product, that you're developing. Like they say, you're working on a piece of software. The product manager talks to the business side. They talk to the analysts, the users, the developers. So they're kind of they manage the whole product itself. So you have to be uh, practice your public speaking skills, especially. And there's some examples right here. You have to know product management tools, analytical skills, but you don't have to have the very strong technical side, like developing software type of deal. So if you're interested in tech but don't want to get into the hands-on technical, like you're coding, product manager is a possible position. Product manager, project manager, that's another one as well. And you said the average yearly salary that's about 100,000, but and there's many that make a lot more than that. AI AI is only going up. Artificial intelligence is big. Like you see, uh, anything that is trying to learn on its own. That's big. They're using that a whole ton right now. So continuing, and that will not stop. Artificial intelligence is just going to keep on uh, being useful. So that's a key thing. And thank you for the follow there, Southern Justice. I appreciate it. So AI is huge. If you can learn that, there's no stopping. You can only go up, and there's going to be an infinite need for AI people. But that one, that's hardcore programming. You've got programming skills, and some languages that you use. Python, R. Those are machine. Python you can use for many different, for scripting and building applications, but also R is more for machine learning. I haven't done R really at all. Python I've messed with a little bit, but just for writing scripts myself, like running simple applications. I haven't used Torch either, but I imagine they're related to machine learning. So this is a key thing for AI: deep knowledge in mathematics, statistics. So if you're into the math, you're into the programming type of things, then definitely AI is something that's good. And this is a career guide. Actually, I'll send you the link so you can have it here. The one that I'm referring to. Full stack developer. That's another one that's big. Those are for the ones that are, they're building websites, but they need to know how to, from the complete website side of things, to going to the back end, connecting to databases, connecting to APIs, which is application programming interfaces. So whether you're connecting to any of that, you could be a full stack developer. And full stack, that means that you're working on the front end, the visual part of things, as well as the back end, connecting to the database, doing logic and that sort of thing. If you can excuse me for one moment, I'm gonna turn off a light so as to not interrupt somebody. Be back in like 30 seconds. Now it's a little bit darker. Let me see if this is. There we go. That's a little better. Because I don't have a separate room, so I don't want to make it too loud or too light for my wifey. So going back to the full stack developer. So web development is a key thing. Also connecting to databases. So these are MongoDB. That's of course is a database, but it's a NoSQL database. So it means that it doesn't use the SQL, the structured query language. Express.js, AngularJS, those are more of the front end frameworks or web frameworks. And Node.js is, and those are based on JavaScript. And Node.js is also JavaScript, but it's more on the server side of JavaScript. And JavaScript is a language as well. And so that's a full stack developer. You see the average salary is about 110, which is pretty good. Cloud architect, that's also big. Everything, I won't say everything, but many things are moving to the cloud. And what that means, is the cloud is just stuff that's running on somebody else's server. So that's the thing about being a cloud architect. And those, the big one, of course, right now is Amazon Web Services, and they have a huge learning library also. So if you go online and search Amazon Web Services and find, they have a whole ton of training material out there. So and really, if you are dedicated and committed, you can learn that stuff. Really, you can learn any of this on your own. And especially now, if you have the opportunity, you have downtime, dedicate yourself to learning a specific uh, activity. Let's say if you're more interested in the programming side of things, learn Python or R, as you saw above with the AI stuff. If you want to do more cloud, when you're being a cloud architect, you're setting up servers, you're setting up networks, that sort of thing, managing databases. You will do occasional scripting and that sort of thing, but you're not going to be as hands-on, hardcore, software development. You're building software. It's more about managing where their software goes and where their servers go and that sort of thing. So that's an opportunity as well. But again, you can learn all of this online. DevOps is big also, because once the cloud architect puts the stuff online, then the DevOps is going to be, somebody has to manage it afterwards. So the DevOps person, they make sure that everything is running fine. They go out and troubleshoot things if something goes wrong. So that's a key thing. You do some coding and scripting, not as you do it mainly for how to manage the applications that you're working with. So that's a key thing for DevOps, and also how to deploy the applications that you're working with, networking. That's a key thing also. Uh, I've used Git and Jenkins. Git is a source code management tool. You might not be developing the actual source code, but you have to take the source code that a developer gets and then uh, push it out via Jenkins. Jenkins is a continuous integration, continuous development tool, and push it out to servers wherever they may be, whether that be a test environment or a production environment. And then Linux and Unix system administration, that's where you're going onto the server itself, logging in, using tools like PuTTY to SSH into a particular shell where you're on a server, and then managing the server itself. You need to restart a server, that sort of thing, and you can do that as well. So the DevOps, again, that's not going away at all. Blockchain, that's something I actually haven't had really any experience with, but it seems like it's more and in demand based on what is being said right here. So if you haven't heard of blockchain, then definitely I suggest looking into that more. That's where they have the what do you call it, the currency, and the currency, I forgot what the name is called. Yeah, like Bitcoin. So that's the most popular blockchain is used as Bitcoin. Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, those are, yeah, pre-AP classes. That's good. Get all your basics out of the way. And are you able to, within your school, like focus on a track So let's say you want to get into, if you want to get into technology, say you want to be a computer engineer, do they have specific programs where you can learn more, on the tech side of things? Maybe start some programming and that sort of thing. Or do you have the opportunity? Maybe not in 10th grade, but in 11th or 12th, do you have that opportunity? While you answer, I'll just continue with software architect. That's another big one as well. That's like deciding how the software will be built. What type of database is going to be using behind the scenes. Is it connecting to? Does it need to integrate with other applications? Uh, does it need to be exposed to other systems, for example? So that's another very important role right here. And I've done some software architecture type of work also. And you see uh, the salaries get higher right there, 130,000 hardly average. And of course, it depends on where you are in the country. Big data. If you like dealing with data itself, you're able to. Okay, good. Yeah, I definitely say find out if they have a program like that, because then it will give you a leg up once you get into university. Then you understand something, and who knows, they might even give you college credit for some of the classes that you take in high school. So that way you have less classes that you need to take. So definitely find out about that. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, check it out, because if you can if you can start learning this right now, you're gonna be ahead of the game when you're getting into college. Because start building projects right now. Do some examples, like based on all the things that you've seen here. Big data deals with data, so it's about data analytics, how to extract information from the data that a whole bunch of people or the companies collect. So how can you relate data? So that's a big data engineer. Internet of Things. So that's your devices that you connect to, your smartwatches, your for example, Alexa, Google Home, uh, the smart plugs, smart lights, all that are Internet of Things. So that's another big thing right there as well. And data scientists, well, the data this a data engineer, big data engineer, is related to the data scientist. The big data engineer just manages the data, where it's stored, for example, how to store it. Whereas the data scientist, that does more on the analytics side of things. So dealing with machine learning, so data models, and you see similar to the AI engineer, you're learning Python and R and analytical tools. That's important as well. So these are some example of jobs that are available right now, and I don't think it'll change too much in the years to come. There might be a more of a need in some areas, but these are all jobs that will be available in the future, even in 4 or 5 years down the line, I believe. So based on the ones that you've seen here, what is there anyone that sticks out as being more interesting? So what do you think? What do you anything of interest in particular, or still kind of undecided? And if we have another viewer, thank you for joining in. I've just been talking about tech careers, so 10 highest paying tech jobs. So if you have any questions, feel free to share, or if you just want to share where you're visiting from. Thank you for joining the stream. Let me know if there's any for Southern Justice. Do you have an idea of, based on what I've described so far, what might you be interested in? Sounds good. Well, take care. Have a good night then. I might be doing the same myself. Alright, if there's anyone out there watching, feel free to share any thoughts. I was doing my singing practice, and Justice had some questions or wanted me to react to a particular video. So if you have anything, take care. Thanks for watching, and thanks for following. Have a good one. Peace. I'm going to end the stream now. Stay safe and have a good night.